another tough game, but I suppose you'll see it as another opportunity.
Yeah, it's the most important game because it's the next one, and it's a really good game for us, and we're really looking forward to it.
And how do you approach it in terms of, obviously, them being where they are and you wanting to stay very much in the mix, possibly for automatic and definitely for the playoffs?
We approach it like we do every other game. We assess the opponent's strengths and weaknesses, and then we work on that in the time we have available and try and put that into practice out on the pitch.
And what did you make of Lincoln's draw against Exeter midweek?
They keep going. They've not played as well as they have done this season, but they've got good players, throughout the squad. They've got good, experienced players that the majority of the time make the right decisions, and that's why they're top of the league.
And have they added layers to their game this season? Because obviously they did have a reputation one way, and they're top, and the manager got a bit upset with one of my questions last time. I suppose we don't want to give him any more motivation, do we?
There's no right way or wrong way to play football. There's no, whether you play long ball, short ball, any kind of ball. There's no right way or wrong way. Just be good at what you do, and Lincoln are very good at what they do. Yes, they've added even better players this year, and I think when you add really good players to your squad, those players make the right decision. Like I said, more often than not, and they know when it's on to play, and they know when it's not on to play.
Do you see yourselves competing against them still for a promotion place, or are they almost sort of ones to be written off and you're competing for teams, the Mansfields of this world?
Not really looking at that. We're just looking at the next game and seeing what that brings and trying to get 3 points.
Is there an advantage that they had a midweek game and you didn't?
Ideally, you'd like to have a clear week. As a coach or a manager, you'd like to have a clear week, but I would probably say that if you looked at the stats on games played, teams that have had a clear week and teams that have played a midweek game, they'd probably work out pretty even.
You did have a midweek reserve game as well, which gave an opportunity for a couple of squad players to be getting a run out and keep them ticking over. Dale Grubb as well, getting some game time. How's he come through it?
Yeah, he came through it fine. He's been out for 6 weeks, and he came through that fine and much needed minutes on the pitch for him.
And how important that he gets back on the score sheet straight away. And is he someone who offers something different in attack for you?
He is. He's a ball carrier. He carries the ball really well and creates himself opportunities. But he's got to work hard and make sure he gets himself back in the team.
Sean McCulsky also scored a hat-trick. How impressive was he?
Very impressive. I think it's 2 hat-tricks in 3 games for him. So, his attitude's been spot on since he came to the football club.
And that just means competition for places. We see Christian Doidge has been at the chiropractor this week. How's he?
Fine. He's just a bit of maintenance, and he'll be fine for Saturday.
Just keeping him in tip-top condition then?
Correct.
Talking of the front players, how difficult is selection there at the moment? Because you've got options and everyone seems to be competing hard.
Yeah, we've got some good players in the forward options, but got to score goals. You look at the opportunities we had last week at Mansfield to score, and we didn't. So they have to score, but those chances have to be converted if we're gonna try and get to where we want to get. We have to score goals when we get in them positions.
And what is that? Is that confidence, or is it just a case of needing to be more ruthless?
No, it's not confidence. It just comes down to making sure that you make the right decision, the right weight of the shot, the right type of shot under pressure.
Very hard to work on in training. How can players improve on that, or is that just down to themselves?
Yeah, it comes down to ability, and it comes down to making sure you pick the right option.
The pitch obviously has been a bit threadbare in recent weeks. We've had a warm, dry week. How much would that have helped?
It's not going to grow now, is it? We have to wait until next year for the pitch to get where we want it to be. So we have to listen. It's not an excuse. We have to make do with what it is, and it is what it is, and just got to get on with it.
And that is something that you've managed to adapt to, isn't it, in the last home game?
Yeah, we had to be a little bit more direct. We had to pick a different type of team, and be a little bit more combative, to get the 3 points.
Injuries, everyone okay?
Yes, everybody. We should have. Shepherd should be back in the squad, so it'll be Shepherd added to the group that went to Mansfield.